hindi lang kahirapan kundi kalungkutan. Kaya nandito ako ngayon sa inyong harapan para magbigay ng kiliti. Pero bago yon, ang mga bayaning vlogger ay akin munang binabate. Manood lang kayo sa YouTube ko palagi. At mag-follow sa aking Facebook page para updated ka sa mga pugi. Pansinin nyo, ang mukha ko ay parang vampira kasi sobrang puti. Pero yung sa baba ko, ang itim parang titi. Oh. Alam nyo, sobrang dami ng tawa ko, parang 1 kilong bigas na tig-20. Kasi sabi nila wala daw ginagawa ang ating presidente. Sobrang dami nang nagawa niya tulad ng party. Tapos yung mga inosente, ginagawa niyang pugante. Tapos yung mga drug lord na hindi nahuli ni Duterte, pinapalaya niya o ganyan siya kabuti. Huwag niyo awayin si BBM kasi grabe ang kanyang kabaitan. Kasi kahit marami ng adik at kawatan, siya patawa-tawa lang, pangiwi-ngiwi lang. O diba, ang ganyang kabaitan ay bihira lang. Kaya dapat natin siyang igalang. Huwag niyo sabihin na siya ay buwang. Kung sa serbisyo niya kayo ay nakukulangan, ang ibig sabihin nun, kayo ang kulang-kulang. Umiiyak na tuloy ang mga vlogger na inosente. Bakit niyo kasi sinabi na walang nagawa ang presidente? Sobrang dami nang nagawa niya. Yung mga magnanakaw, ginagawa niyang kakampi. Tapos yung mga dating adik, ginagawa niyang piking testigo para masira ang mga Duterte. Hindi ako mayabang. Nagpapanggap lang ako na mayabang para asarin ang mga vlogger na hindi kagalang-galang. Mga vlogger, kapag usapang katinuan, kapag itsura ang titingnan, huwag nyo kaming angasan kasi mukha lang kayong utosan. Alam nyo, yung mga vlogger sa kabila, wala na sa katinuan. Sino sa amin ang mukhang bangag at kawatan? Makikita mo naman yan sa katawan. O diba sila yung mukhang bangag at mukhang bayaran? O diba, kaya wag na natin silang paniwalaan. Ang dapat sa kanila, puwet ni tambaloslos ang kanilang didilaan. Kayong mga bangag na vlogger, sumuko na kayo sa amin, wag na kayong lumaban. Pag hindi kayo nakinig, sarap nyong apak-apakan. Mga bangag na vlogger, kilala ko kayo, kaya wag na kayong mga tuwiran. Alam nyo ba kung bakit nagagalit ako? Kasi noon sinusubukan din akong bayaran. Tapos sinasabi ng mga bangag, kami daw ang mga bayaran. Binabaliktad nyo pa kami, anong gusto nyo, bulgaran? Yung amo nyo, tinangka ako noon na bayaran. Pero sabi ko, kaya kong magbuwis ng buhay para sa bayan. Pero hindi ko kayang magbuwis ng buhay para sa pira, kaya yung pira nyo, kainin nyo yan. Alam nyo si Coach Jarrett, grabe manira kay Sara yan. Siya ang leader ng mga vlogger nung halalan. Kawawa kaming mga maliliit na vlogger sumusunod sa kanilang kasinungalingan. Gumagawa sila ng peking propaganda para manalo ang mga kabangagan. Tapos dagdagan pa nito ni Sangkay Janjan. Pagkatapos ng eleksyon, pumunta siya sa Malacanang. Tapos biglang sasabihin, hindi na ako sasali sa Bardagulan. Tapos ngayon, bumalik na naman. Siguro meron na namang bagong usapan. Nakakalungkot lang, nag 1 million subscribers sila dahil sa kaplastikan. Kaya sa mga Pilipino na matitino, ako ay nananawagan. Bigyan nyo ako ng 1 million subscribers para sa susunod na halalan. Yung mga bangag na vlogger, dodorogin natin yan para hindi makapalag sa labanan. As a poet of the nation, I'm a brain of the new revolution. Give me 1 million YouTube subscribers and I will conquer the brain of Filipino people. Thank you. Sa lahat ng mga bayarang vlogger, magbago na kayo habang hindi pa nangangamoy ang inyong kilikili. Tandaan nyo, ang tunay na Pilipino na may prinsipyo ay hindi nabibili. Sapagkat ang pagmamalasakit sa inang bayan ay higit pa sa sarili. Sabi ng mga basher, Super DM, binabatikos mo ang Pangulo, siguro ikaw ay rebelde. Mahal kong kapatid, parehas tayong Pilipino, pero ang kaibahan lang natin kasi kulang ka sa intindi. Kapag binabatikos namin ang tama, ang tawag sa amin ay rebelde. Pero kapag binabatikos namin ang mali, ang tawag sa amin ay bayani. Katulad ni Nira Luna, hindi masama ang makipagdebate. Kung ang layunin nito ay baguhin ang kaisipan ng presidente. Suot ang panyong ito na kulay berde. Sasabihin ng mga basher, hindi ka Makata ng bayan, Makata ka ni Duterte. Katulad ng bayaning Makata na si Emilio Jacinto na utak ng Katipunan. Si Aguinaldo ang Pangulo, pero kay Andres Bonifacio ang kanyang katapatan. Katulad ngayon si Marcos ang Pangulo, pero kay Duterte ang aking katapatan. Kahit wala na siya sa posisyon, basta ang mabuti ay aming ipinaglalaban. Kahit wala siya sa kapangyarihan, patuloy pa rin kaming lumalaban sapagkat ito ay kabayanihan. Mahal na Pangulo, kung gusto mo ng pagkakaisa at muli mo kaming maging kaibigan, tanggalin mo na ang mga kawatan at pitikin mo ang bunganga ng mga vlogger mong puro paninira at walang kabuluhan. Hanggang dito na lang mga minamahal kong kababayan. Revolusyon para sa kahirapan. Revolusyon laban sa kagutuman. Revolusyon laban sa mga kasinungalingan. Revolusyon laban sa mga kawatan. Mabuhay ang bagong revolusyon!
One day.
No, don't give me that.
Don't sinisip yan, pare. Pag lugar mo, ilang beses ka nakiusap sa akin eh. Huwag mo akong sigawan. Kanina nakiusap pa. Hanggang doon na. Nag-upload ka pa eh. Anong gusto mo? Anong gusto mo? Bakit na? Gusto mo? Bakit na? Sindak ka lang sindak dito eh. Bakit? Sisigawan mo ako ng pakilam mo. Wala akong pakilam sa bubuo mo dun eh.
Sinabi mo yun.
Yung nalas mo lang iniisip ko eh.
May papaimpiti, ano mo kami?
Sabi ko sa'yo, sabi ko pare, baka pwede makiusap. This is too important. No!
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. President, if I may.
What is the pleasure of Senator Zubiri?
Yeah, just two issues. One is, this was not in the daily agenda, this concurrent resolution number 23, but I know, of course, our good colleague would like to have not his area not be disenfranchised in voting. So sometimes we take it up important matters such as this to be able to answer the times, and this particular issue is on the disenfranchisement of these 10 EMBO barangays. However, Your Honor, I'm trying to get in touch with our colleague who is from Makati, and I do not know, does this have any implication to Senator Binay's
I can state for the record, Mr. President, it has nothing to do with Makati anymore because all of these barangays are now under Taguig, being administered by Taguig, and the problem is they'll not be able to vote for any...
Can I ask for just a 1 minute suspension? 1 minute suspension, Mr. President.
Session is suspended.
Before that, am I correct that the former Senate President wants to move that we suspend the consideration of this concurrent resolution and discuss it tomorrow? If yes, then may I make a...
Yeah. Mr. President, my question, first of all, I don't know anything about this bill. Nothing. It just came out of the air. So this is a Senate concurrent resolution. This is not a simple resolution. And I was a majority leader, like you've been also a minority leader, I believe, a majority leader. And the concurrent resolution has a force of, before the Supreme Court came out with the decision that it doesn't have a force of law, but it used to have a force of law. So ang question ko lang dyan, Mr. President, is, with due respect to him, I know it's a local issue. I know it's a local issue, and it's important to you guys. And I don't want to disenfranchise anyone. Ang akin lang sana, explain sana sa amin ano itong pag-usapan natin. Yun lang. And I asked a colleague who represents particularly before these 10 Embo barangays, I asked her, she also doesn't know what's going on. Due courtesy lang ba? Sort of some respect and due courtesy. Yun lang akin, Mr. President. I have, again, if I raised my voice, it's because, it didn't have to go that way. And I apologize if I raised my voice. Okay? Ang akin dyan, if it will help you, maybe we can pass this, we can take it up tomorrow. Ang akin lang naman dyan is nabigla ako, dahil nasa taas nga ako, at biglang may concurrent resolution about these barangays. Wala naman sa agenda today, Mr. President. So, my appeal to the good gentleman is give us time to at least explain to us what it is all about. We've no caucus. We've never had a caucus since I asked for one in the beginning of the incumbency of the good Senate President. So I don't know, if we had a caucus, you could have raised it there and said, this is a very simple piece of resolution, nobody's going to get affected, we're going to get them to vote at least in these elections. If I was told that, then I would have no problem. Pero biglaan Ngayon ko lang nakita yung document here, just now, when I went down. So, that is all I'm asking, because we're not the house of, we don't want to be like other establishments na, lang tayo, in the midnight hour we're passing measures. No, we're not like that. Senator Pia Cayetano knows that. That's her pet peeve. She doesn't like to pass things in the middle of the night when nobody's around. I know that, because we have traditions, and it's a time-bound tradition. So mine is not even asking anymore. I'm not raising a point of order, because our agreement in the past is that we will take up on the floor what is the agenda for the week. And this is not even in the agenda for the week kasi bago lang to. And I understand kung bago lang to because of the lateness of the hour, meaning the lateness of the session, and this might be able to help Senator Cayetano. But we have another session tomorrow, Mr. President. So there should be no problem. All we need to know is just understand what is this all about. How can we help you? Ayoko din ma-disenfranchise sila Ayoko din, Mr. President. Yung mga taga-Taguig at sa Embo barangays. Ang gusto ko lang sana is just explain to us what this is all about. Because this is a concurrent resolution. If it was a simple resolution saying that the Senate would like the COMELEC to recognize these Embo barangays and come up with this procedure, wala po akong problema, Mr. President. But this is a concurrent resolution, which is a tad higher, a notch higher in terms of implementation and validity. Yun lamang po, Mr. President. No offense meant to my dear colleague. I know it means a lot to him. I'm not here to stall, and I'm not here to disenfranchise anyone. Yun lang po, Mr. President. Yung akin lang, sana ma-explain lang sa amin. And with due respect, we're all elected senators here. I will not pass a measure na hindi ko papadaanan sa inyo or to anyone, in fact, without going through the motions. Yun lang po, Mr. President. Yun lang ang request ko. It's just a simple request that tradition should be followed, at least to explain to us, at least come up with an interpellation on the measure on this particular concurrent resolution. Because even with simple resolutions, we have periods of interpellation. We have period of amendment in simple resolutions, lalo ng concurrent resolutions. So yun lang po ang request ko, Mr. President. Thank you.
Mr. President, let me just state
before the Honorable Cayetano responds with his manifestation, Chair would like to place on the record. Number one, as correctly pointed out by Senator Zubiri, this is a concurrent resolution, and by virtue of the Supreme Court decision, is no different from an ordinary resolution. Hence, it does not have to go through 3 separate readings on 3 separate days. Number two, we did give due courtesy to Senator Nancy, even if this involves barangays that are no longer part of Makati, but because the chair thought it used to belong to Makati, we cleared it with her. I don't know if the statement of the gentleman was stated on the record that we consulted their administrative staff. The answer is no. We consulted the chief of staff named Christine and her head of legis named Isa, who according to them consulted the good senator about it, and the response was, she can confirm or deny the same tomorrow, it has nothing to do with Makati because it has everything to do with Taguig. Hence, we proceeded and clarified it with the minority leader, with the indulgence of the minority leader, given the urgency of the matter as raised by Senator Cayetano.